Hello everyone, this is Group 5 and we're here to present our group project. Today I want to talk about a common problem that many students face today, social media addiction. Let me tell you a story of a 19-year-old college student. She's in her first year of university. Every day, she spends about 5 to 6 hours on Instagram or Facebook. She watches videos, scrolls through posts, check notifications, check with people online, and save pictures. This has become a habit for her, and she does most of it without even thinking. But this habit has started to hurt her life. In the school, she often misses deadlines and skip classes. Even when she in the class, she cannot focus. When she tries to study alone, she finds it hard to concentrate. In her social life, she avoids group activities, loses interest in school events, and spends less time with friends and families. And at home, she often looks at her phone during meal instead of talking to her family. This has caused arguments and distance. She knows this is a problem and she tried to stop. She has deleted the apps, turned off notifications, and tried other ways to control her screen time. But nothing works for long. After a few days, she goes back to the same behavior. Now she feels helpless, frustrated, and sad. She thinks he has no culture anymore. This is not just a bad habit, it is a kind of behavior addiction. We call this program social media use or PSMU. It has signs that are similar to addition to judge or a culture. And she uses social media to escape from stress, social pressure, and bad emotions. But this only makes things worse and keep her stuck in the harmful scale. This situation has become more common. Social media is a big part of life for many college students, but when it starts to harm our studies, health, and relationships, we need to take it seriously. That's why early help is very important. If nothing changes, his problem may grow into anxiety, disruption, future in school, and more social isolation. The first step to help her is not to take away her phone completely, but to understand why she depends on social media. When is she avoiding, or what does she really need? Uh, Once we understand this, we can help her find better way to cope and slowly building a balance between online and real life. Thank you. And let's start with next part.
About the analysis of the problem, I will analyze it from two aspects. From the internal reason first, physical needs are not met. 19 is a critical period for shaping one's own perception, and college students are eager to be recognized. It is difficult to get a sense of accomplishment on campus, and it is difficult to get a sense of accomplishment in academics. It is easy to have conflicts due to difference among classmates in social interaction. It is difficult to get a sense of belonging, and the communication with parents is also limited. Social media can quickly meet their needs for attention and affirmation through likes and comments. Second, lack of emotional regulation ability. When college students face academic setbacks and interpersonal conflicts, they lack effective ways to regulate their emotions, and they will regret on posting social media as a way to avoid stress and relieve emotions. And then become dependent. The third is self-control and behavioral patterns. Long-term use of social media has formed habits, such as using mobile phones, subconscious before going to bed, waking up, and having weak self-control. Face the temptations on platform. It is easy to give up the plan to reduce usage time. For external reasons, social media platforms design is inducible. The unlimited scrolling page design allows users to immerse themselves in it. Personalized, personalized recommendations accurately push content that meet user interests, and the notification and remind mechanism constantly attracts users' attentions. At the same time, the social development also have an impact. On campus, the widespread use of social media has become the norm, creating inevitable pressure and in order to integrate into the group. College students have to spend a lot of time on it.
So next, we will talk about developing solutions. Excessive reliance on social media can interfere with real-life interactions and lead to anxiety. Recognizing her dependence, the college student sought solutions to regain a healthier lifestyle. The first one is set clear goals. Gradually reducing social media use is more effective than quitting abruptly. A step-by-step plan can help, starting with a reduction from 5 to 3 hours daily for the first 2 weeks, then down to 2 hours by the third week. Eventually, social media should be used only for essential tasks, fostering more conscious time management. Second one is find alternative activities. Simply restricting phone use may increase psychological dependence. Engaging in face-to-face interactions such as family gatherings, outdoor activities, or joining clubs can provide meaningful alternatives. Exploring new interests like photography, visiting museums, attending concerts, or volunteering can enrich social life while reducing screen time. Third one is stressing self-control. Turning off social media notifications prevents unnecessary distractions. Tracking daily usage and setting limits increases self-awareness. Practicing mindfulness or meditation before bed help users reflect on their habits, recognize underlying reasons for excessive use like burden or anxiety, and develop healthier behaviors. Next is use time management tools. Many smartphones offer screen time management features. Setting daily app limits ensures controlled usage with automatic app locks preventing further access after the limit is reached. Final one is seek outside help. For those struggling with self-control, external accountability can help. Family members or friends can act as watchdogs by setting usage rules during gatherings. Joining support groups focused on reducing screen time allows users to share progress and encourage one another. If social media dependence significantly affects daily life, seeking professional help from a counselor or psychologist is recommended.
Hi everyone, my name is Fion and I am going to talk about the stage 4 and also the stage 5, which is evaluating possible solution and also choosing the best solution. What is the way that can help an individual or a student to reduce their screen time? Because nowadays they are very addicted to the screen time and also their social media. So I already list down 5 of the possible ways that can help them to reduce the screen time. First, let's talk about digital well-being features. So we can build in some timers or app limit like trackers to track their social media usage or also their screen time limits. This is a very good way for everyone because it's just install apps inside your phone, but it's very easy to ignore by an individual because they can just click the cross button and it can ignore all the features. So we talk about the next one, which is gradual reduction. We can cutting back slowly, like maybe 30 minutes away, reduce the time slowly. It's more easier than quitting suddenly. Next, let's talk about substitution with activities. We can replace the screen time with some hobbies or sports work. It is very efficient if the activity is very interesting or also engaging. Next, we talk about complete a detox. We can take a full break from social media. We can take a maybe 30 days of social media detox. This can help us to refresh our brain and also think what we supposed to do during this life. This is a very good way for a short term reduction of time, but it's very hard to maintain long term because for this globalization of the people would like to use the social media chat with their friends and also find some entertainment to watch. So lastly, we talk about external support. Individual and students can also find some friends or also professionals. They can help them to reduce their screen time. They can hang out with friends. It can reduce their screen time very efficient. But not everyone have this support. This is some of the way I have listed down what is the possible solution I can give to the students and individuals. Now, let's talk about choosing the best solution. So I have do a combination of graduate reduction, replacements, activities, and also enhancing their external support. So all of these 3 things combined together is can become a very good and efficient strategy. Gradual reduction is start by reducing their screen time in small steps to avoid feeling overwhelmed. When we reduce the screen time, we can fill the extra time with rewarding some activities like the activities they like to do but not using their phone, like exercise, reading, or also socializing offline. By combining all these 3 steps, we can reduce their social media use without feeling very deprived. So this is end of my presentation. I will pass it to next person.
Next, I will talk about evaluating the slide solution. First, from the perspective of visibility, gradually reducing screen time is easier to achieve with the support of exciting tools and technological knowledges. Mobile phones have built-in screen time management function, and platforms such as Facebook and Instagram has launched tools to manage screen time, including notification and management and daily reminders. This function can help users control themselves and make this method easier to implement to a certain extent. Compare with a bridge with gradual reduction can bring more adaptability and give students some motivation to stick with it. If students force themselves to completely quit from the beginning, it can easily backfire. So next, in terms of effectiveness, this method is in line with the principle of behavioral substitution, that is gradually reducing the usage time and replacing old habits with new habits. such as reducing 10 minutes a day. This can effectively afford the anxiety or fear of missing out caused by sudden withdrawal. Gradual reduction allows students to control their time and enhance their sense of achievement. However, the effect may not be obvious in the early stage, and long-term persistence is required to change habits. Teenagers use social media mostly because of boredom or social needs. Alternative activities such as sports can relieve the sense of emptiness. Um, Stimulate dopamine secretion and replace the short-term pleasure brought by mobile phones. So, what is the impact of this solution? From the perspective of the positive impact it brings, first, it can reduce visual fatigue and spinal problems caused by playing with mobile phones, improve students' sleep quality and concentration, and help improve mental health and reduce the occurrence of negative emotions such as anxieties and depression caused by social media. Second, help students improve their time management skills, reduce fragmented cognition caused by information overload on social media, and enhance their sense of participation in real life and improve their skills. In addition, this solution also faces certain challenges. First, social media attract users through algorithm push and instant feedback mechanisms. Some users with low self-control will be addicted to it once they start, so this method may be more effective for users with strong self-control. Next, students are likely to face a sense of emptiness, which may not be replaced by other activities in the early stage of alternative activities. They may give up because the activity is not attractive enough or feels laborious. Next, in education stems from loneliness or escapism. Many counting usage time is a superficial fix, not a long-term solution. Okay, thank you.
So to conclusion, social media addiction is a real and growing issue, especially among young people like university students. In the case we explored, a 19-year-old student become deeply dependent on Instagram and Facebook, which affect her studies, her relationship, and her mental health. Even though she knew it was a problem, she felt stuck and unable to change. But her story also gave us hope, because when we understand the reason behind her addiction, like emotional stress, social pressure, and lack of self-culture, we can begin to find real solutions. Instead of focusing in a quick fix, we can help by taking small steps, reducing screen time slowly, replacing it with meaningful activities, building better emotional habits, and offering support from family, friends, or professionals. These steps may seem small at first, but they can create a big difference over time. Social media is not the MC, enemy, but losing culture is. By learning how to use it wisely, we can protect our well being and live more balanced, fulfilling lives. And thank you.